let's just catch up. Let's review on where we are so far. So, how long should rapport building last?
5 minutes.
Beautiful. Okay. How much is the check for if you win? Okay. And how much is the scholarship for if you win? Do you want to win that?
Yes.
How many fast starts do you get?
1.
Any redos?
No.
Do-overs?
No.
Okay. What was the first year of our company?
1949.
What's the name of the town?
William.
Okay. We're also members of the? How many customers do we have?
52.
Okay. Very cool. And at some point, no matter what, you're going to have to do what with these? Replace them, right? Okay. What kind of handles are these?
Wood.
And these are?
Plastic.
Okay. What are these called? Okay. Do you want a full tang or a partial tang?
Full.
Okay. What kind of steel is this?
Carbon.
And this is?
Stainless.
How often do you have to resharpen stainless?
Every use.
Any of these dishwasher safe?
No.
Any of them come with a guarantee?
No.
Okay. So what are our handles made out of?
Thermal.
Very cool. What are our rivets made out of?
Nickel.
Okay. How many museums are we in?
3.
Is our handle patented?
Yes.
Is our edge patented?
Yes.
What's the name of our edge?
28.
Okay. How many strokes does it take to cut the rope in?
1.
Okay. And do we have a full tank?
Yes.
Are we dishwasher safe?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of guarantee do we have?
Forever.
Forever guarantee. Okay. Perfect. So up to this point, that's pretty much what we've done so far. And obviously, again, you guys are rattling it off. Now, yesterday, the objectives of training were really simple. It was to tell you about our company and about our staff and about us, let you know that you're certainly in the right place with our different publications and the write-ups and the textbooks and things like that. And it was also to show you that the job itself is fairly simple. I mean, you read what's already scripted out and you practice it enough times and, hey, now you guys know the stuff, right? So today's objectives are a little bit different. The first objective of today is to build your confidence. But it's not just confidence that you're going to do well, it's genuine and sincere confidence in yourself and in the fact that you're going to have success at a very high level. And we'll cover those things today. The second objective of today, though, is going to be also to build up the value and the quality of Cutco so that you can in turn tell that to your customers and explain that to them as well. Now, I assume up to this point, you guys are probably curious. I saw a lot of you guys flipping through your books, you know, going, golly, what are, you know, let me see the sets and the pieces. And, well, hey, if you're curious about that stuff, obviously at this point in the presentation, so would your customer. And so the natural progression, what naturally would come next, is the actual names and uses section. Now, the first set that we cover, you'll probably see this set featured all over the office, whether it's the first set that we show, whether it's the poster up here, maybe it's the homemaker set that we have out on the front desk here, maybe it's the homemaker set that's the featured set on our banner. The homemaker set, the set that we start out with, and the set that we show our customers first, is not our largest set, but it is our premier set. It is the set that we sell the most of, it's the set you will sell the most of, and it is by far our single most popular selling set. We sell more homemakers than anything else the company makes, and that's been the case since 1949. Now, the reason for that is because basically the 10 tools, 8 steak knives in a wood block is pretty much the standard for the cutlery industry. I assume that you guys probably don't do a lot of cooking and, well, you don't own a home, and go figure, you're not our customers. Those lists that you brought with you to training for your assignment, you didn't make your list because you're not our customers. And so I don't expect that you guys know what these knives are supposed to be used for or what all that is, but hey, that's what training is for and that's what it's all about. I only mention that to you because, you know, later on, I'll show you some different other companies and their prices and stuff like that. This is a Williams-Sonoma catalog. It's probably the #1 place to buy things for the home and for the kitchen in America. It's the closest one to us is at the Eastern Shore Mall. And, you know, we get these catalogs so that we can show you guys in training, but you'll notice it has everything from the home. And the first knife section, their featured set, is also going to be their version of the homemaker. It's going to be 10 tools, 8 steak knives, wood block, pair of shears. Because this is the standard for the cutlery industry, and it's why it's the set that you guys will sell the most. Do you guys understand? Okay, now I'll tell you, sets of knives, folks, are sold like sets of golf clubs, in that each tool has a different function, a different design, and a different use as well. And each of these knives has certain things they're used for, and certain things they're not used for as well. And understanding those and making sure our customers understand it is how we become effective. Because let me just tell you, there's no one universal knife. There's no one universal tool that'll do the jobs of everything, just like there's no one golf club that's going to handle every kind of different shot. Now, if you don't know anything about golfing, nothing at all, I assume that you probably don't know why in the world there's all those clubs in the bag and what they use them for. However, somebody who actually plays golf would never play a full round of golf without each and every club in the bag, because they know, depending on the type of shot, determines the club that they'll actually use. There's a club for just hitting it off the tee. There's a club for hitting it on the green. There's a club for when it's in the tall grass, when it's in the short grass, when it's in the sand, when it's 100 yards away, 50 yards away. I mean, there's a club for everything, because in anything that you do, whether it's golfing, whether it's working on cars, whether it's as a mechanic, whether it's cooking, you always want to have the right tool for the right job. And that is what we cover in this section, okay? Do you guys understand that? Okay, so we're going to start on if you guys will open up your training manuals, we're going to start today on the top of page 6, okay? On the top of page 6. So we just finished up the guarantee with our customers, obviously, and in your blue book, we're looking at it. We've got our guarantee here, and then as we turn the page, that's the first thing as we go into the homemaker set, the names and uses. You don't need your blue books for this. I was just kind of showing you, but on the top of page 6 here, okay, right above this bolded line, I'm going to have you guys write 2 phrases. These 2 phrases are going to help you out significantly, okay? The first phrase I'm going to have you write is paint the picture. If you guys will jot that in. Paint the picture. Paint the picture. Okay? Paint the picture. Now, what that means, okay, paint the picture, should be a mental reminder to you. Let me give you an example here, okay? Let's say, for example, that you guys were going to sell boats for a living. And in selling your boats, let's say you had a customer, let's say it's a guy, right? Guy comes to your boat shop or to your slip where you keep your boats, and he says, hey, you know what? I'm interested in purchasing a boat. Well, at that point, the first thing as the salesperson that you would probably do is say, okay, no problem. Let me tell you why you probably don't want to buy from any other company. Now let me tell you why you want to buy from my company. Does that make sense? You guys agree with that? And by the way, that's the same thing that you do in the junk knife section, right? Here's why you probably don't want to buy from them. Here's why you want to buy from us. So what you're learning here is, I want to tell you, in training, like I said, we're not trying to teach you about knives. Although we're focusing on knives, the skill that you've learned so far is how to do a basic sales presentation. And you can take these skills that you're learning and apply them with every other business that you could go into for the rest of your life. Anytime you do a presentation, it's, hey, let me tell you about what else is out there and why you probably don't want to go with them. Let me tell you why we're the best, okay, and why you want to go with our company. Now, when it comes time to make the actual sale, though, what the salesperson would probably say to the gentleman who's interested in the boat is he would say, now, you know, just close your eyes for a second. Imagine that you're on your boat, you're in Mobile Bay, you know, the sun is bright in the sky, it's a summer day, your kids are fishing off the back, your wife is tanning off the front, you're at the wheel of your brand new boat, ice cold beer in your hands, the wind is blowing through your hair. I mean, you can almost smell the salt in the sea, you know? Can you imagine that? And what's nice is when the guy is thinking about this, realize the whole reason why that is effective and the reason why the salesperson does that is he wants to paint a picture for his potential customer of what life will be like if he purchases this boat. How will his life change? How will the quality of life be for him at this point? Does that make sense? And it's all if he gets the boat. He can't have that kind of beautiful scene unless he gets the boat. Does that make sense? So it really incentivizes him to want to purchase the boat. Now, I only share that with you because, like, let's say, for example, we're talking about our trimmer knife. We would not say something like, hey, this knife is really great, and it, you know, slices tomatoes real thin, and, you know, it's a good knife. We would say something like, have you ever tried to cut a tomato with a dull knife? Yeah, what happens, right? You get salsa. Well, with the trimmer,